Hi everyone. So today we will be discussing that part of the constitution which Granville Austin called as concise of the constitution and Ambedkar called it as novel feature of the constitution. It also belongs to part 4, which is now directive principles of state policy. So let's analyze, as directive principles belong to polity, let's analyze the prelims question that have been asked from polity section. That is usually 13 to 19 questions they ask. So it becomes quite important. And DPSP, like if you analyze past few year papers, you will see that around 9 questions they have asked from DPSP itself. So how to go about it? Because it has articles from 36 till 51. So what is this directive principles of state policy? Okay, directive is instructions. Principle is anything that is fundamental in nature, and state policy is making a law or policy. So it is like guidelines for the state that are fundamental for the governance of the country. They are directive principles of state policy. Okay. Now, as we are discussing DPSP, let's understand the difference between DPSP and fundamental rights. So we have already read, like we usually read in Lakshmikant, that DPSP are positive obligations and fundamental rights are negative obligations. So why calling it positive obligation? In Hindi we say like स्टेट को क्या करना चाहिए, they are DPSP. Fundamental rights are like स्टेट को क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. So whenever you read fundamental rights, it starts with state should not. Okay, that is how fundamental rights starts. That's why we call it negative obligation. Then DPSPs are social and economic rights. That is for welfare. Then they are fundamental rights are political rights. DPSPs are non-justiciable, but fundamental rights are justiciable. Means if any law is there which breaks your fundamental right, you can directly go to court. But if DPSP, it is non-justiciable, means you can't go to court saying like, "Arey, ye toot gaya." Like for example, if we know that Ambani and Tatas are very rich, so we can't directly go to court saying that, "Theek hai yaar, let's distribute their wealth equally because 39 mein bol raha hai, not concentrating wealth." It can't happen. Okay. So now, as we have discussed that, then we'll see why DPSP was made non-justiciable. You'll think itna important hai, then why it is non-justiciable? The reason was that when India got independent, it was very poor. Around 80% of the public were under poverty. So it was not practically possible कि DPSP को भी justiciable बना दे. It was like our government didn't had that much finances. But then why it would be important? It would be important as in, we as citizens, if we are aware of our DPSP, then we can take down a government. We can vote them out in the next election knowing that they haven't used these DPSPs in making laws. But many of the CMs, like for former Chhattisgarh CM Ajit Jogi, he has given his election manifesto in stamp paper saying that after elections, and if I win, I don't follow this. If I am not able to keep my promises, you people can take me to court. Okay, that much important DPSP is. Now, then you will think why it was added into our constitution. If you go through preamble, you will see there is this sentence, justice, social, economic and political. Then there is liberty, equality, fraternity. What all this highlight is, this should be given some place in our constitution. That's what DPSP has given it. Okay, then why was DPSP included? We already said. Now even before that, through Karachi session, if you had read history, Karachi resolution of 1931, many provisions of socio-economic equality were given, like removal of untouchability. All these provisions were actually given in Karachi resolution. Then in our Government of India Act 1935, which is also known as Instrument of Instruction, through which guidelines were given on how Governor General should govern our country. There also these type of instruments were given. Then our constitution makers were quite influenced by Ireland's Home Rule League. Okay, that's why they took this DPSP from Ireland's constitution itself, who themselves borrowed it from Spanish constitution. Okay. And other than that also, we discussed in one of the previous videos about Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So UN asked all its member states to adopt these rights. Okay, that's why DPSP was added into our constitution through part 4. That contains article 36 to 51. Now, how to go about DPSP? There are two types of questions UPSC usually ask. One is like they'll give one of the provision and ask you to identify between fundamental right or DPSP or any other part of the constitution. Second type is like they'll give a provision and ask you to identify between socialist, Gandhian or liberal intellectual. So take for example, this was one of the question, like India declares the ideal of welfare state. From which part of the constitution this is taken? So you can identify, okay, if you know that welfare state is there in DPSP, you can directly give the answer. Now let's start with articles. So in this particular video, we actually divided DPSP into two parts. In one part, we'll be discussing social principles and Gandhian principles, and the next video will be discussing liberal intellectual and then solve previous year questions. So now let's start with articles, each and every articles under DPSP. The first one is Article 36, that is definition of state. If you have read Lakshmikant, you'll know that Article 12 also defines state, which is executive, legislature, judiciary, local government and all public authorities in country. They comes under definition of state. The thing is that how will you remember? Article 12 is also definition of state and Article 36 also definition of state. It is like 36 is multiple of 12 only. 12 3s are 36. ऐसे याद रख लो. So you will not get confused कि 36 is definition of state या फिर 37 है. Okay, so that's how you should remember. अगला है 37, which is actually saying that this part is not enforceable by any court. मतलब non-justiciable है. That is what 37 said. These both are just beginning of DPSP. 36 is like definition of state and 37 is like non-justiciable. ये दोनों ऐसे ही याद रख लो. Now the actual article starts. So we have to divide it into three portions, that is socialistic principles, Gandhian principles and liberal intellectual principles. Socialist में इतने सारे हैं, like if you can see here, इतने सारे 38, 39, 39A, 41, 42, 43. How will we go about each and every article? It's quite tough. सबको DPSP में इसीलिए मुश्किल पड़ता है because remembering this number and where it belongs, that is what is hard. I'll try my level best to make it as simple as possible so that it will stay in your mind, okay? So let's start with socialistic principles. So let's brainstorm that what all can come in socialistic principles. If you know what socialism means, it will be very easy for you. Like socialism में क्या होगा? Government ownership of property, everything. They don't want कि private ownership हो because that would create inequality. Okay, then justice to working class. Now you'll think working class कैसे आया? So this socialism idea itself emerged after industrial revolution, जहाँ पे there were emergence of capitalist, inequalities बढ़ गए थे. That's why this socialism principle came up and working class were maximum during industrial revolution. So for their justice this came up. The reduce inequality, welfare state बनाना है, social protection देना है workers को. You see, this is all what is there in actually socialistic principles. So Karl Marx himself has said that workers should own and control means of production. This is Karl Marx, you know, he was main propounder of this socialistic principles. अब आर्टिकल 38 से सोशलिस्ट प्रिंसिपल स्टार्ट होता है. दैट इज फर्स्ट वन इज 38, प्रमोट द वेलफेयर ऑफ द पीपल बाय सिक्योरिंग अ सोशल ऑर्डर permeated by justice, social, economic, political and minimize inequalities. You can see ये जो बता रहा है that is minimize inequality और welfare of the people, socialism का ही ideology है. Okay, so how will you remember number 38? I had to do quite a research. That is सुभाष चंद्र बोस ने 1938 में, like if you have read history then it might help, otherwise also this fact is actually good, कि he established this national planning committee 1938 में under the chairmanship of जवाहरलाल नेहरू. अब इस national planning committee का main aim था welfare of people and minimizing inequality. अब just remember this number 1938, ठीक है? तो उससे ही we can relate it to 38 कि minimize ये वेलफेयर ऑफ द पीपल, मिनिमाइज इनइक्वालिटी. ये फैक्ट भी याद हो गया. 38 से प्लानिंग कमेटी याद रख लो, उसे ये याद रख लो प्लानिंग कमेटी में वेलफेयर ऑफ द पीपल एंड मिनिमाइज इनइक्वालिटी. लाइक दिस इज व्हाट आई फाउंड समवॉट रिलेटिंग 38 से वेलफेयर ऑफ पीपल एंड मिनिमाइज इनइक्वालिटी. नेक्स्ट इज 39. अब you remember in one of the previous videos I said if capital A, capital B, A B, capital A B होगा then it has been added through Constitutional Amendment Act. बट अगर स्मॉल ए बी है मीन्स दे आर प्रोविजंस अंडर दैट पर्टिकुलर आर्टिकल. तो 39 में ही देर आर मल्टीपल प्रोविजंस ए बी सी डी ई एफ. ठीक है, इतने सारे प्रोविजंस हैं. हाउ विल वी रिमेंबर ईच वन ऑफ देम? फर्स्ट आई रीड इट देन आई गिव यू दिस स्मॉल ट्रिक. अब ए है दैट इज लाइक स्टेट टू प्रोवाइड एडिक्वेट मीन्स ऑफ लाइवलीहुड. जैसे मनरेगा है, मनरेगा हैज बीन मेड under article 39A which fulfills this promise. Then 39B है that is distribution, equitable distribution of material resources. C है prevent concentration of wealth. D है equal pay for equal work. E है preservation of health of workers, all men, women, children. F है that is development of children. अब इसको कैसे याद रखेंगे? So there is this thing LDC goes to PHC. ठीक है, LDC is लोअर डिवीजन क्लर्क. ऐसे हम याद रखते हैं he doesn't have much money, so he'll go to public health center. ऐसा हम याद रखेंगे. So now we have LDC goes to PHC. Through this what we can do is L को यहाँ पे ले लो livelihood, D is distribution, C is concentration, goes to P is pay, health and children. ठीक है, तो LDC goes to PHC, तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा, adequate means of livelihood for everyone. ये पहला 39A. B is equitable distribution, C is concentration of wealth, D is pay, equal pay for equal work both for men and women. E is preservation of health for workers and F is opportunities for development of children. So ये याद रख लो, LDC goes to PHC, then 39A में A से लेके F तक जो भी provisions है, it will be in your mind. ठीक है, remember it that way. Now 39 doesn't end there. 39 में एक capital A भी आया था, which was added through 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. I already made you remember that a capital A है means it has been added later. How will you remember capital A, 39 capital A? It is actually provide free legal aid. So there was this movie, Surya ka Jai Bhim, okay. But before the name was declared, they were calling it Surya 39. The name of the movie, they actually called it like Surya 39. If anyone has watched this movie, if not, you should go and watch. He is actually a lawyer. He is giving free legal aid to poor, tribal people. That is what the movie was about. He was giving free legal aid to poor people. So 39 में ऐसे ही याद रख लो, provide free legal aid. Now the name is Jai Bhim, but before that they were calling it Surya 39. 39A याद हो गया, ठीक है. Now there is Article 41. 40 है, it is in Gandhian. We'll do it when we'll discuss Gandhian. It starts with 41. Socialistic principles. It is like to secure right to work, education, public assistance for unemployed, old age, sick and disabled. अब इसको कैसे याद रखेंगे? So there was this act, Persons with Disabilities Act 1995. उसके अंदर section 41 है. I know it is कान यहाँ से पकड़ना. Section 41 है, which says that state will incentivize employers to have 5% of the workforce in both private and public for persons of disabilities. अब इसमें section 41 है, which is like article 41, which says कि person with disabilities को 5% workforce में private और public sector में include होना चाहिए. So I know कि ये act mostly याद नहीं रहेगा, but try to remember कि section 41 of this Person with Disabilities Act says, okay, this thing. So it has been, we can relate it with article 41. Now article 42 also. 42 says to make provisions for just and humane conditions of work and maternity relief. अब ये बहुत easy है, हम दो हमारे दो, यही sentence याद रख लो. Maternity relief हो गया, मतलब get it right. Family planning का हम दो हमारे दो याद रख लो. So there are provisions जिसके लिए maternity relief have been provided, but not only maternity relief. यहाँ पे paternity relief भी है. Twitter का head ने he took paternity leave for his birth of second child. Okay, that has been through article 42. हम दो हमारे दो याद रखो. Then there is article 43. अब 43 को याद रखना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है, because there is this Britishers के टाइम पे there was this act, Indian Slavery Act of 1843, which outlawed slavery of workers in India. मतलब उस टाइम पे there were slavery of workers which outlawed it through Indian Slavery Act of 1843. तो ये एक year मैंने याद रखा, उसके through I related it with it. But like this is one of the way कि तुम act भी याद रख रहे हो, ultimately mains में काम ही आ रहा है, ठीक है. अब 43 में है क्या क्या? It is for workers. 43 everything is for workers. सबसे पहले provide living wages. Cottage industry भी इसमें involved है. 43A says management of industries and B है cooperatives के लिए. This will do while doing Gandhian principles. Living wages का मतलब क्या होता है? There are two type of wages. Minimum wages होता है और एक living wages होता है. Minimum wages means रोटी कपड़ा मकान, food, shelter and clothing. But living wages होता है apart from these things there should be education, healthcare, थोड़ा सा quality life हो, that is living wages. तो workers के लिए एक living wages हो, decent standard of life हो. 43A होता है management of workers. वर्कर्स का मैनेजमेंट में पार्टिसिपेशन होना इंडस्ट्रीज में. ओके, नाउ ए है, सो इट हैज बीन एडेड थ्रू 42nd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट. वी कैन रिमेंबर इट, ठीक है. आई होप यू रिमेंबर इट. अब है 47. दिस इज क्वाइट इजी, नो नीड टू वरी. 47 सेज, 47 में दो है, सोशलिस्ट में भी है, गांधीन में भी है. बोथ आई विल मेक यू रिमेंबर. 47 में बोलता है ड्यूटी ऑफ द स्टेट टू रेज द लेवल ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन एंड द स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग एंड टू इम्प्रूव पब्लिक हेल्थ. 47 में क्या हुआ था? 1947 में इंडिया इंडिपेंडेंस हो गया था, इंडिपेंडेंट मिल गया ब्रिटिशर से भाई. तो सबसे पहले तो वी कैन रिमेंबर कि वी वर इन वेरी बैड सिचुएशन. न्यूट्रिशन लेवल अच्छा नहीं था, स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग अच्छा नहीं था. इसीलिए 47 में न्यूट्रिशन को बढ़ा दो, स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग, इंप्रूव पब्लिक हेल्थ, ये सब. नाउ देयर इज वन मोर 47 दैट इज प्रोहिबिशन, जो गांधीन प्रिंसिपल्स में आता है. तो ऐसे भी याद रख सकते हैं कि 47 में सिर्फ ब्रिटिशर्स से छुटकारा नहीं मिला है हमको, वी गॉट लाइक rid of drugs and alcohol also, ऐसे भी we can remember. ठीक है, सोशलिस्ट हो गया, हम रिवाइज करेंगे एट द एंड. लेट्स स्टार्ट विद गांधीयन. सो गांधीयन में लेट्स ब्रेनस्टॉर्म, क्या क्या गांधीयन में हो सकता है. ही वर्क फॉर एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ विलेजेस, प्रोहिबिशन वी नो, कोऑपरेटिव्स तो पता ही है, कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज, वीकर सेक्शंस के अपलिफ्टमेंट के लिए. These are all the things that are present in Gandhian. I'll try my level best कि तुमको आर्टिकल्स भी याद दिलाओ. Now you'll think कि यार आर्टिकल्स में इतना emphasize क्यों करना है? Why to remember articles this much? It is not important. UPSC has not asked कि ये provision है, it belongs to which article. They have not asked till now. They might ask in future, but they have not asked. Then why are we remembering articles? Is exam pressure में you should not get confused. If you have slight idea कि यार 44 है वो UCC है, slight idea भी है, 41 है क्या है, 40 है विलेज पंचायत है, याद है, यू विल नॉट गेट कंफ्यूज देयर. या बिल्कुल कंफ्यूजन नहीं होगा कि गांधीयन में है कि सोशलिस्ट में. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम ट्राइंग माय लेवल बेस्ट, एक्ट के थ्रू, कोई हिस्ट्रिकल इवेंट्स के थ्रू मेक यू रिमेंबर, सो दैट एग्जाम प्रेशर में इट विल रिमेन इन योर माइंड. अब आर्टिकल 40 है, इट एक्चुअली सेज स्टेट शैल ऑर्गेनाइज विलेज पंचायत एंड गिव इट एडिक्वेट फंक्शंस. थोड़ा सा फार फेच्ड है बट इट इज क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग ऑल्सो. अब विलेज पंचायत को आई विल रिमेंबर इट एज वीपी. ठीक है, वीपी से आई हैव वल्लभ भाई पटेल भी. ठीक है, वो भी गुजराती, ये भी गुजराती, बोथ आर गुजरातीज. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड वाज वल्लभ भाई पटेल वाज बोर्न इन 1875. गांधी जी इंडिया में आए थे 1915 में, 40 साल का डिफरेंस था. सो दैट्स हाउ आई रिमेंबर्ड आर्टिकल 40. When Vallabhbhai Patel was 40 years of age, that is the time when Gandhiji came to India. So Gandhian principle से you can remember VP याद रखो, that is village पंचायत. मैंने सिर्फ just so that you people can remember, I am saying it as Vallabhbhai Patel, but it is actually village पंचायत. So when he was 40 years of age, Gandhiji came to India. ऐसे याद रखा मैंने. Then 43 we had done before also. Workers का याद है, slavery वाला हटाया था, इंडियन स्लेवरी एक्ट. सेम थिंग है यहाँ पे. दूसरा 43 था एंडेवर टू प्रमोट कॉटेज इंडस्ट्रीज ऑन एन इंडिविजुअल एंड कोऑपरेटिव बेसिस, और 43B बोलता है टू प्रमोट कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज. अब यार यहाँ पे एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट भी है 97. 42 तो वी यूजुअली रिमेंबर, पर 97 को कैसे याद रखे, थोड़ा सा अजीब सा है. सो 43 मैंने याद रखा, 4 + 3 दैट इज 7. ठीक है, 7 तो यहाँ से मुझे मिल गया, अब 9 कहाँ से लाऊं मैं. सो 4 + 3 7. अब B है, B सेकेंड है अल्फाबेट 2 9 97. ऐसे याद रख लो. दैट इज लाइक हमेशा मल्टीप्लीकेशन एडिशन जितना हो सके उतना कोरिलेट करके ही यू शुड रिमेंबर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट, विच विल स्टे इन योर माइंड. इट विल स्टे इन योर माइंड फॉर लाइक लॉन्ग टाइम, कभी नहीं भूलोगे इफ यू डू दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग. सो 43 से 43 भी आया 97 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट से. 43 हो गया. नाउ इट इज 46. ठीक है, यहाँ पे 46 लिखा है. इट सेज दैट promotion of educational and economic interest of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and other weaker sections. अब 46 है, we know गांधी has worked for weaker sections. ये गांधीन प्रिंसिपल इतना तो याद ही हो गया. गांधी के ब्रेनस्टॉर्म की क्या क्या आता है. सो वी नो गांधी वीकर सेक्शन गांधी में आएगा, बट हाउ टू रिमेंबर दिस कि 46 में आता है. सो यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ने एक एफर्मेटिव एक्शंस मींस रिजर्वेशन बोलते हैं, दे वर फर्स्ट इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन 1946. ठीक है, अब दिस वॉज इंट्रोड्यूस फॉर द प्रमोशन ऑफ वीकर सेक्शंस. जैसे वहां पे अमेरिकन ब्लैक्स थे, उनके लिए दे फर्स्ट इंट्रोड्यूस दिस विच वॉज इन 1946. आई नो थोड़ा सा दूर का है, बट इट इज अ फैक्ट. जो फैक्ट हमको इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट्स होता है, हमको ज्यादा याद रहता है, विच रिमेन्स इन आवर माइंड. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम गिविंग यू दिस टाइप ऑफ फैक्ट्स सो दैट इट विल रिमेन इन योर माइंड. मैं इसके एक बड़ा सा निमोनिक बनाऊं, यू विल फॉरगेट इट आफ्टर सम टाइम, बट इफ फैक्ट्स आर देयर इट विल स्टे इन योर माइंड. सो 1946 में यूएस ने एफर्मेटिव एक्शन लाया था वीकर सेक्शंस के लिए, दैट इज अमेरिकन ब्लैक्स. So that is Article 46. ऐसे ही तुम याद कर सकते हो. ठीक है. So next is Article 47, which says that state shall endeavor to bring about prohibition except for the consumption of medicinal purposes. ठीक है. So we had already remembered this, like 1947 में India got independence. So through that, not only from Britishers but also from alcohol and drugs, we had remembered it that way. So that same thing we can apply in 1947, Article 47. Now this particular provision has been applied by many states like Gujarat, Bihar, Nagaland. ठीक है, you can remember it. Next is Article 48. अब 48 में क्या होता है? The state shall endeavor to organize agriculture and animal husbandry on modern scientific lines, and prohibition of slaughter cows, calves and other milch and draught cattle. The first part is actually part of intellectual, liberal intellectual, and the second, prohibition of the slaughter, prohibiting slaughter of cows, calves, this is part of Gandhian principles. Okay, so 48, how I remember is 8, we know animals are usually gated, cows and all, so 8 I relate it with gated animals, so it is like prohibiting slaughter of gated animals. So as of today, only Kerala, Arunachal, these are the particular states which don't have the law prohibiting slaughter of cows, but many other states have this law. Okay, this is one of the Gandhian principle. This is liberal intellectual principle. You can remember this diagram ki animals gated hai, isliye it comes under Article 48. So this was the end of part 1 of DPSP. In the second part, we'll try to cover liberal intellectuals, provisions related to them, and try to remember those provisions. Conflict between fundamental rights and DPSP, limitations of DPSP, and then we'll try to solve some of the previous year questions of UPSC. Now, in this particular video, I try to bring the tricks as simple as possible for you people. If you have any better tricks, you can suggest them in the comment section below. Thank you so much.